Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Read with me once again. Today I have come with another short story from this collection, Grandma's Bag of Stories, and by Sudha Murty. Let's start. The Donkey and the Stick. Aji was on an outing with her daughter and daughter-in-law, Sumati and Subhadra. One lived in Bangalore and the other in Mumbai. They were returning the next day as they had used up all the leaves their offices had given. The children would remain at Sigaon though with their grandparents. Everyone was looking forward to this stage of holidays. The children because where would the children because there would be no parents telling them what to do, to Aji's delicious food and to fun outing with Aja. The grandparents too were looking forward to having the children to themselves. The rest of the year it was only the two of them in the house. As Aji walked with the two younger women, they talked about how difficult it was for them to manage their office work and the children. Aji listened silently. Then Shumati said, "But they are so good when they are with you, Amma. How do you manage them so well?" Subhadra nodded. "I have read so many books and articles to find out about this, but nothing works the way it is written in books. Now, Aji said, do not always go by what you read in books. Learn to use your life's experiences. Read between the lines." Then she grinned and said, "Otherwise you will become like the people in the story about the donkey and the stick." Sumati and Shubhadra forgot they were at the temple and clamored together. "What is the story? Tell us." Aji shook her head. "Now you are behaving like children. But you are my children after all. All right, come join us at night when I tell today's story." That night, the two mothers were the first to appear to listen to the stories. The children were surprised to see their mums, and Aji started her story. Aruna Marg was a busy road. It connected a number of villages to each other, and many people, animals, and cats used it every day. Now, walking along that road, a group of students discovered a rock which no one had bothered to look at in many years. "Look," they told each other in excitement, "there is something written on the rock. What can it mean?" They called out to their teacher. When they examined the rock carefully, they found the markings were actually little drawings. One showed a stick and the other a donkey. By now, a large crowd had gathered. Everyone was puzzled. What could these strange drawings mean? They asked, scratching their heads. They decided to go to the ashram of a wise sage nearby and ask him. But when they trooped into the ashram, they found to their disappointment that the sage had gone on a long pilgrimage. Only his young disciple was there, looking after the cows and calves. They asked the disciple if he could throw some light on the strange drawings. Now, this young man was not very bright. But like many foolish people, he loved to put on an air of learning and pretend to be very clever. He examined the drawings carefully and minutely. Then he proclaimed, "It is very simple. This is the drawing of a magic stick. The man with the stick is the hero of this place. He died protecting this village centuries back. Each person using this road must worship the rock and make an offering to it. The one who ignores it will become a donkey." The villagers were astonished to hear this strange explanation, but they were devout people, and on that very day they set up a shrine around the rock. They installed the foolish disciple as head priest in charge of taking offerings from passing travelers. The disciple was pleased with his brain wave. Of course, he didn't know what the silly drawings meant, but he no longer had to run after calves and get kicked by angry cows in the ashram. He could sit by the rock and, the whole day, taking his pick of the offerings to the rock and mutter a few mumbo jumbo prayers. His happiness lasted a few months till the wise old sage returned to the ashram. The old sage was annoyed to find his disciple missing and his beloved animals roaming around uncared for. Then he looked into the distance and saw a large crowd gathered by the road. He went to investigate and found his missing disciple there, looking happy and well fed, busy accepting offerings for a rock. Now he stood watching for a while, then he walked up to the rock and closely examined the pictures. Without saying a word, he picked up a stout iron rod and, to the astonishment of the gathered crowd, started moving the rock. Many came forward to help him, and when they had been able to move the rock, they found a pot of gold under it. The sage said to the people gathered around him, "The pictures meant you had to move the rock with an iron rod and find the hidden money. If you didn't, you were all like donkeys. You shouldn't follow rituals and the words of others blindly. Think for yourselves and understand why you are doing what you do. If you had given this some thought, you would have recovered this treasure many months ago. Instead, you wasted your time and money making offerings to a rock and helping this greedy disciple of mine become fat and make fools of you. This treasure belongs to all of us. Let's use it to keep this road in good repair so everyone can use it and go about their work in peace." The villagers hung their heads in shame, for they realized how foolish they had been. As for the disciple, he had to clean the cow sheds for many months to atone for his greed. Thank you for being patient and listen to the whole story along with me. Do like, share and comment. Let me know in the comment section, do you like it or not? And if you have any suggestion for me that you want me to read out for you, or any kind of improvement that can I make in my reading style, please let me know in the comment section. Till then, stay happy and blessed. And I'm really very sorry if there are any background noises and annoyance, because obviously in my house right now it's certain sounds are coming ups and downs, so please sorry for that, and stay tuned and stay happy and blessed. Till then, bye bye and tada.